So this is pretty fun. You get to see the person over there signaling to us.
Chances are.
Security camera tap shows a lone guard overlooking the next courtyard wearing night vision goggles. There's an automated searchlight they haven't shut down. Should be blinding through night goggles.
You're telling me to stay in the light?
I said you wouldn't like it.
So I like it. Hey, this searchlight that's going to be going by, that's what you want to be in. So I had to wait for that to come around because he's just looking in the courtyard. He's not going to see me here. And it, like, you know, because of the beam of light in like the night vision goggles that he's wearing and the reflection off of it, I would, in all intents and purposes, be invisible to him. So we're just going to wait for the one on the right, because that's a bit of a faster route than the one on the left there. Stay nice and crouched. It is a very unique way to do this portion of the game. See? Now we're right up and underneath of it. And voila. Optic cable, because better safe than sorry. Generic newspaper clippings. If I'm not mistaken, right here is also another health. Oh no, never mind, sorry. That's my exit. There's the other health. I do love the fact that this guard tower has like such a nice like 4-poster bed in it. I guess it's more modern. Like it's a guard tower, but it's not meant to be one. But you know what we're gonna do? Let's go ahead and take care of Mr. SVD Dragonov right here. What's up, buddy? You know, those goggles look like they could be cool. You know what would make them cooler? If they glowed like 3 alien eyes. And then, you know, also saw through different spectrums. Just saying. There you go. Optic cable to make sure we're safe.
Ingrid.
You must be my blind date. I hope the bit with the flashlight helped.
It did, thanks.
I'm doing the best I can. This hasn't turned out to be the desk job I was hired for. I'm a word cruncher.
Word crunching's what I need, look.
Nice PDA. Are you saving up for the color model?
Can you read it?
It's phonetical Mambe. Not a native speaker, but fluent. Gives numbers for a meeting place. 4857 North. 0308 East. 18 hours. The only reference to the location is Solnier. That's not Mambe. It says they're only a few weeks from securing the ingredients for the Springfield demonstration. And that's it. It's signed, Mortified Penguin. Mortified Penguin?
Your guess is as good as mine, but I wouldn't recommend guessing. And while you're at it, forget everything you've seen, heard, and said. Are you going to be all right if I leave here?
Would you stay if I said no?
No.
There's the answer for you. Just stay if I said I wasn't going to be okay. Probably not. I gotta get out of here.
Well done, Fisher. There's a nice synchronicity between those coordinates and the name Saulnier. Both match a cryogenics lab in Paris.
And we just got word from Delta. They're sending their boys in.
Which means you're off the leash. Merry Christmas, Fisher. Shoot all the guerrillas you like. You have a quick exit downstairs at the base of the tower. Cohen is waiting for you in the village.
The Osprey can't land in the village. Cohen's afraid of being too good a target. Cut the power from all the spotlights in the village. They'll fly as low as possible to pick you up at the end of the pier.
I do like, it's just like, all right, here you go. You did the thing that you were supposed to. And the fact that the game is like, hey, look, you behaved, you're good to go now.
What the hell? Somebody shoot him! I'm under attack!
Not my cleanest exfil. I thought I was a little bit, more safer than that, but whatever. So, fun fact: there's a building that I've gotten a chance to work at, for the day job, where there are breakers in some of the gear that look like the Frankenstein breaker, and it's like, oh, this will totally kill the this will kill all power to it. It's like an emergency stop breaker. But when you look at it, you look and see like everything kind of runs into that breaker as well. And it is metal, so if you touch the wrong portion of it, you will fry yourself. And it's like, but this is the breaker that's supposed to, like, kill all of that. Like, if you see it sits off of it, like, you're not really supposed to make contact with anything else, because those volts, if you touch the box, there's any sort of short, now that short is in you, and you're the closest point to ground. It's kind of insane. In the boat. Mission complete. Intelligence recovered from Shetland's palm top revealed the link between the possible enemy agent known only by the email as Mortified Penguin and Saunier Laboratories, a cryogenics research lab in Paris. I heard Saunier, or Saunier.
Rescued from the U.S. Embassy to Dili by Delta forces stationed at the nearby training grounds of the Timorese Defense Force. All but one of the hostages have been accounted for, though. Continue to voice protest at Japan's formation of an information self-defense force, promising sanctions of both. Responded to General Kellner's announcement of increased U.S. military presence in East Timor with cautious support, justifiably wary of the response from neighboring.
I do love the fact that it's like Japan's like doing some stuff and sanctions does things like that. It's like, ooh, that's probably that's kind of telling for the next game. An enemy agent operating under the alias Mortified Penguin has broken into the Saunier cryogenics lab with a gang of French and Syrian mercenaries. Trace their path of intrusion to uncover their purpose and identify the identity of Mortified Penguin. Yes.
Welcome to Paris. You'll have time for sightseeing later.
Thanks, Lambert.
Grim extracted enough from Saunier's security systems to trace Mortified Penguin's movements, but we don't know why, what he wants, or who he is.
Is he still inside?
Hard to say. The man's cover is rock solid.
Are you saying he's CIA?
If he is, he's under deeper cover than I've ever seen. We've got intel linking him to at least a dozen French-Syrian terrorists.
As Mortified Penguin?
The email alias is all we've got. It's ridiculous, but that's probably the point. Like the smiley face on a cobra's hood.
That's a really cool line. Talk about like the smiley face on a cobra's hood. Just kind of epic. See, and that's the only thing like with these older ones where it's like, okay, I want to grab this person. It's not just a command. Like it's a whole animation. You really have to wait for the body to get that. Dodge roll for stealth. But I love how much how dynamic this one mission is. Like I said, or with the train going by, you get the lights, you have sound, you've got those pieces of paper there. You know, early particle effects where the paper just floats around, like it doesn't get wadded, it just stays kind of flat. But you think about this for like early Xbox. Like we're still talking Xbox One era, and I believe this is a pretty new engine.
You're jumpy. Calm down.
How long do you think it'll take them to find the Frenchman?
What do you mean, Frenchman? We're all Frenchmen here.
I mean the Frenchman.
The security guard?
Yeah.
I don't know. You must have found a pretty good hiding place if they still don't have him.
I hope the others don't leave without us.
Now both those guards are going to walk this way. It is good that they're staggered. That was just real unlucky. All right. You know what? Could have gone smoother. But at the same time, I also don't want to fuck with Syrian people, or like Syrian mercenaries. There are stories there. There are Punisher storylines and stuff with how bad it goes over there. I'm gonna just continue my merry way. Hopefully, it's not quite as violent there as it just has been. But the real reason for that here is like there's not a lot of movement that I could do. I probably could have like sprinted by, but it just didn't feel the best for that. Look at these awesome effects.
Good, you're in. Grimm's daughter suggests first accessing the security terminal on your floor, so she can investigate network activity in the complex.
She can't do it remotely.
No, the important files are off the grid. His case file says the founder was worried about the government stealing his client's files when the apocalypse rolls around.
Paranoia-based security.
That's our mantra.
There we go. Better to aim with this, but also at the same time, still not the best. Optic cable.
What is that?
Hopefully he follows me.
There's nothing here.
What do you mean there's not... Okay. Okay. You know. As long as we don't get, 4 alarms here. Or 3 alarms, yeah.
There's somebody.
Love some of these fall over animations. Just like, like, you okay there, buddy? Yeah, it's quiet. Put the body down here. Love that flashing indicator to be like, that's where the body is.